What's up guys and welcome back to On the Brick with another custom minifig. If you like what you see today, then please hit that like button and consider subscribing for future videos. Also, apologies if you hear any background noise. I currently have some neighbors moving in and noise is part of that. Sorry, I'll do what I can. But anyway, today I have Yennefer of Vengerberg, who of course comes from the hit Netflix show. The games, which were actually based off of books. But I'm going to be completely honest with you guys and let you know that I really have only played Witcher 3 and nothing else. That is my entire experience with the Witcher series. But I know the games are very popular and well liked along with the books, and I guess the show is okay, but it just doesn't follow either the games or the books. So to keep things extremely simple, I'm just going to say that Yennefer here is a sorceress and the true love of Geralt. It's a lot more complicated than that, but we'll just keep it there. And this minifig is another one that is sold through Layout, but I got through Nash Vegas Bricks. And if I'm not mistaken, is the Wild Hunt version of Yennefer. Now this is a pretty well made minifigure with a lot of detail on it. If we take a look at the torso, as we always begin with, you can see that it not only has like the blue underdress shirt thing there. Sorry, my neighbor's noise is legitimately throwing me off. But on top of that is the brown and gray corset, where you can even make out the twine that laces it all together, as well as the belt. And then underneath all of that is yet another layer of clothing. And on the top, you can also make out the feathers for what's supposed to be the bottom of the hood. The different layers and shading really helps make this character feel more vibrant and real. But to me personally, there is one pretty big downside with this torso, and it's of course the negative space to make the curved hips. Doing this in general is something that even LEGO does, and I don't have a problem with. But here, I think it was done just a little too much. Like, the hips are just a little too small. But let me know what you think about them in the comments down below. The legs themselves are not lacking for detail either. Not only can you see the fur of the boots near the bottom, but you also have the lacing around her legs, and then what's supposed to actually be part of her leg as well, and then like the rest of that gray cloth that we saw as the bottom layer on the torso. And this is one of those areas where the proportions of a minifig are kind of a downside, because it makes a lot more sense when you look at the actual character. Here, everything has to be squished into a very small area, but they did the best they can, and it doesn't look bad. There's also details on the side of the legs as well, and on the side of the torsos, where this is the only time I've ever seen someone use the negative space on the sides of the torso, which is also kind of weird, but it's okay. The printing on the head is custom as well. It's pretty basic with just the eyes and the mouth, but that's what you can come to expect from LEGO, and it looks really good. The blue of her eyes do stand out, especially against the black of her hair, which is a custom molded piece and is integrated into the hood. In fact, this entire hood, including the head, is a single piece. So if you need to take off the head or anything, it's all gonna come out, which does unfortunately mean that you can't move the head, but I think that's okay because it's a sacrifice worth making for the trade-off that you get. The overall design of this hood just far outweighs needing to be able to move a head. But also, when you take this off, you do get to see the details on the back of the minifigure. This is obviously generally covered up by the hood, but you can see that they did add like a layer of her skin on the top, another hood if you just don't want to have the hood on for some reason, which again you can't really do, and then yeah, like the rest of the design. Honestly though, this gets covered up most of the time, so you probably won't see it. This hood is not cloth, it is a sturdy plastic piece. You can't mold it or anything, but again, I don't think that really matters too much. Overall, there are some very minor downsides to this minifigure, but I think the upsides, I think how it looks, how it all comes together, far outweighs them and makes it worthwhile. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and are there any other video game characters you would like to see me review? Remember to hit that like button if you haven't already, and subscribe to see future minifig showcases, and consider checking me out on Discord, Instagram, and of course on Patreon. Links all in the description down below. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.